What's up, YouTube? On today's episode, we're going to be pulling the dash out the Integra. The reason why I'm pulling it out, it's going to be a little bit easier to do what I'm trying to do, which is we're going to do a wire tuck, and we're going to put the auto to manual pedals in. So it's going to make it a little bit easier to do. All right, you guys. So I'm not going to show you guys how to pull the dash out. There's plenty of YouTube videos on how to take the dash out. So, and plus it's dark, so I don't really have any lighting in the garage like that. So anyways, in the next clip, the dashboard should be out. And yeah. All right, YouTube, it's been like an hour and a half. The dashboard is finally out. I got the blower motor and the evap core out. Now we have access to the wires on this side. I went ahead and put the insulation back. This side, can't really see, but we got access to this now. Debating on pulling this steering column off just to get it out the way, so my big old stomach don't be in the way. I'm gonna call it a night. Tomorrow we're gonna start disassembling everything in the engine bay that we don't need and don't want. Pull the wires through and start the wire tuck. Still gotta pull the fenders off and feed the wires through, and figure out what wires that we're gonna delete and what wires we're gonna keep, and see if we have to lengthen any wires to his home location. But that's pretty much for tonight. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, you guys. Today we're going to be stripping the engine bay. Guess we're going to start with the brake lines, the rear motor mounts, and then the power steering lines, and go inside and remove the booster. So let's get that started. All right, you guys. So I don't know what happened to the footage, but I got everything cleared on this side, wires pulled in, ABS pump, brake lines, power steering lines, heater hoses is all off. The next thing I need to do is pull the brake booster off, pull the wires in. I already took the steering wheel off, and I put the steering column down. There's just one bolt holding it up for right now. I'm in the process of deleting the airbag system, which we're not going to need. So I'm taking out the airbag wiring out right now, and then we're going to proceed to remove the pedals and the brake booster. So this is the airbag wires. This yellow wire. We're going to rip all that off. It goes under the steering column, and it goes into the fuse box. And it has another connector up here that goes to the harness. But yeah, steering. The steering column is already off or loose. So now we can get access to the brake booster and remove the auto pedals. And also, get the light. We have a couple of computers here as well. We have the automatic transmission computer. We got to take that out as well. And there's another computer in the back. I don't know if you can see it. The little brown computer. I don't think we're going to need that either, so we're going to chuck that. But yeah, almost finished with the removing all the unnecessary stuff. All right, you guys, so I got all the airbag wires right here. Is it airbag or? Yeah, this is airbag. Looks like the module's on the inside or underneath the the freaking heater core. So the next thing we're gonna do is remove these bars so we can pull this out. So there's a couple of 12mm bolts, I believe, over here, one right there, right there, right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. Finally got the heater core out. Got both metal bars off. Now we even have better access to the wiring on the inside on this side. Got the automatic transmission computer right there. I believe that's a cruise control computer. We could go ahead and chuck that too. And that little box right here, we could throw that out too, I think. But I'm gonna do some research. I think we could throw that one out. But yeah, she's pretty much stripped in here. I'm gonna go ahead and start messing with this ABS. I mean the airbag shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take these wires out. And I'm debating, I might as well go ahead and just gut the whole interior out. But let's see, let's do one thing at a time. I got all the airbag wires out. That shit started to escalate quickly. All of the sound deadening or sound insulator or whatever weather insulator is off the firewall. Got the computer right there, the harness, all the insulation. Got the heater core right here off. I'm making some progress. I didn't think I was gonna tear all this apart, but oh well, we're in here now. No turning back. All right, you guys, this is the next day. I got pretty much the firewall stripped. Got the little block off plate for the clutch. Master cylinder removed. Got the pedals removed. Got all the insulated. Got all the insulating off. I got the wires pulled through the firewall on both sides. I took this bracket off. There's a big metal bracket that was right here. I took that off. Got all the computers off on the side. This is the headlight harness. And this is the other side of the headlight harness. So before we strip this down, I'm gonna have to remove the fenders on both sides. So let's do that now. This side's already halfway off. Just one bolt holding it down right there. Go ahead and knock that off. All right, you guys. So before I start doing the Wiretuck, I went ahead and mocked everything that I wanted inside the engine bay. I'm gonna keep AC. So I got my AC, the AC harness running right there. Got the dryer, factory location, through the AC condenser and the fans on. I'm still debating if I want to tuck the fuse box. I think I'm gonna leave the fuse box and the battery in the engine bay just for simplicity. I mocked up the fuel filter back on. I think I'm gonna keep it in that location. And I got a 4040 prop valve from a DA Integra. So I'm still debating if I'm gonna keep it there or if I want to do like a mini brake tuck. We're not gonna have any power steering, but everything's in its home location. The headlights are right there. Turn signals. Well, I don't have a bumper to put on, but I know where that goes. I'm missing this headlight, but I'll leave some slack when we do the Wiretuck. That's pretty much it for the engine bay. I still don't know if we're gonna go B series or we're gonna go K series. But anyway, this is how it's gonna look right now. So we can start the Wiretuck. So for the Wiretuck, this is the driver's side. We're gonna be running the wires through this door harness. And I'm gonna cut the corner. I'm gonna cut a piece of the corner right here so we can run the wires going through there. All right, you guys, so I guess we're gonna start on the driver's side. So I just broke the bulb. Anyway, these are the turn signal lights. Then next up is the wiper motor. The windshield washer wiper motor plugs. We're gonna go ahead and delete these wires. And then we got low beams, high beams. We have our ground. And then this plug in the middle is the cruise control, I believe. We're gonna delete that as well. And I got an ABS plug right here. We don't need that. And then coming off of it this is the power steering pressure sensor. We're gonna delete that because we're not gonna have power steering. And then next up is the brake level sensor. We're just gonna tie it up just like that and hide it we're just gonna tie it up like that and tuck that away. This is not going back in the engine bay. What else we got? And then we have the engine plugs, which is going, I'm not sure if I'm gonna take this back out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna run this back out the engine bay or tuck the engine harness back into the firewall. And then the last thing we have is the wiper plug, which is this is gonna go out with the fender. This is gonna go out into the fender, and it's gonna go in between the firewall. So this is not going back into the main firewall. It's going on the side. And then I'm not sure what this little plug is, but I guess we'll leave that on there. And then it goes all the way to the main harness on the inside. So yeah, let's get started on that. I'm gonna go ahead and delume all this and then start feeding the wires through. All right, you guys, I just finished the driver's side. This is our fuse box. These wires. What's this? These wires go to the cluster and the mirror, I believe. That's the mirror. These wires go to the mirror. This wire goes to the mirror. This wire goes to the cluster. And I got the wires running through the door. Got plenty of slack. And up here we have the wires going through the engine bay for the engine plugs. I did leave the brake level sensor inside, so that's just chilling. And then we have this plug. I put tape on it because we're not going to use it. These are the plugs for the computers. Here's another plug. And we got two on the bottom, which is for the automatic computer. I just put tape on it so I don't get confused later. But that's pretty much it. The fuse box is going to hang up, in its normal spot right there. And of course you got the wires that go to the ignition. That's just chilling. So the driver's side on the inside. So the driver's side harness is pretty much done on the inside. So we just took that away for now. And then on the outside, okay, for the outside harness, we got it coming through the door harness plug. I got the wiper harness going through here, and it actually comes out through this hole on the inside, so there's plenty of slack. Goes to the wiper motor. And I gotta go get some insulator, some plastic insulator, and some what's that thing called? Cable holders, and drill them on there. I decided not to cut the plugs, so that's for ABS. We got cruise control, and then we got the power steering pressure plug. I got them wrapped up right there, and then I got the ground bolted up. We have plenty of room, plenty of slack left. And then we got the windshield washer motor. I just left that. And then it goes down to the turn signals. And then I got the headlight harness running through here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna run it through this hole or I'm gonna run it outside over here. We'll get to that later. But pretty much this side is done. Like I said, all I gotta do is go get some insulation cover and brackets, and we'll be done with this side. If you guys wanted to know, you do not have to extend any wires or cut any wires on the driver's side. So next is the passenger side. All right, you guys, on to the driver's side. Here is our firewall. Here is our firewall harness. We got our fuse box wires right here. Got our engine plugs. Our ABS plug right there. More ABS plugs. We might end up cutting these because these are huge. This is, what is this? Oh, that's for the blower motor and stuff. So I'm gonna get that out the way so they don't get mixed up. Okay, so keep going. Got a ground block right there. Got another ground or headlight. And we got our turn signal, which is separated. And then, wait a minute. I think this is for the AC. Yeah, got our AC plug. And we got our AC, the AC condenser fan plug. And we have our relays. I believe these are for the fans, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna have to keep these. So, like the other side, we're gonna go ahead and strip this harness down all the way to up there. So yeah. All right, you guys, I just got done separating the driver's side harness. So this is where everything was junctioned at. We have the fuse box wires. We got a bundle of wires for the fuse box. We got a bundle of wires for the engine plugs. And then follow this harness. We have all the turn signals, the AC headlights and stuff, harness all bundled up right here. And then I separated all the ABS wires. I just have them all wrapped up right now. I'm not quite sure what to do with these. I don't know if we could cut them off, but I did notice there was a ground on here. Where is it at? Here's the ground wire that's on the ABS. I'm not quite sure what to do with this harness. I think I'm gonna just leave it and then ground this somewhere inside the. I'm gonna ground this somewhere on the firewall. So the ABS harness is not going through. So the only harness that is going through the fenders, the only harness that is going through is these wires, which is for the headlights, the turn signals, the horn, and the AC. So we're gonna run it through this channel right here where the door is at. So, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the sunroof tube so we could get a little bit more access, but don't forget to plug that back in. All right, you guys, passenger side. So we got it routed. Got my ground right there. Looks like the only thing you have to extend are the headlights. Both of them are too short. I got it routed in here for the fan and the AC. The horn is perfect. Turn signals right there. So I didn't depend nothing on this harness. Same thing on the driver's side. I didn't depend anything. All I did was separated the wires. Passenger side, we only need to extend the headlight harnesses. Other than that, we are Gucci taters. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have plenty of harness for the engine plugs. It's long enough. Same on that side. Fuse box is good. All the wires reach. All right, you guys, and on the inside, we have all the wires right there. We can easily push that back. Only harness I have in here is the ABS. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it in here. If you guys know if I could just delete this, like cut all the wires, like right here, let me know. And I could get rid of this bunch of wires and relays. Yeah, so for now, I'm gonna just tuck it under here for now. And we'll deal with that when we get to it. But pretty much the tuck is done. Besides getting the wires covered up and mounted. So I gotta go run to Harbor Freight to go get that stuff. What's this? Oh, that's I gotta run to Harbor Freight or AutoZone or something to go get some loom and the cable ties. But pretty much the Wiretuck is done on the inside.